You guys, stress level 1,000. Oh my God. Okay. So don't judge. Well, I mean, like, you guys are going to judge, but don't judge too harshly because this is my first Facebook Live. So, yay. I've got so many people already on here. All right. I guess I need to go ahead and start off with who I am. The majority of the people who know who I am. No judgment. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. Yeah, if you guys know me, please, there is no judgment because there's nothing guaranteed what's going to ever actually come out of my mouth because it's kind of like Pandora's box. But yeah, bring in the party. Tell us about yourself. Shiznit. Okay. So, I'm half Korean. My mom's bloodline is shaman. And I've been an empath my whole life, or at least from what I found out, a medium. And I'm kind of going through this whole like little medium class where I'm reading through some things and just like anyone else, I'm having to practice. So this is not that, some skills actually take time. Some really kind of comes natural. Me, on the other hand, it really kind of like comes in any time that it wants to. So I'm trying to learn how to not trigger it so much in a way to where I can actually control it and not freak so many people out. Because, I mean, it's technically not like a party trick. So, but, I don't get paid and it doesn't make people cry. So, and hey, boo, hey, Jess, you're my love. I miss your face. I don't even know if this is still working because I had so many technical issues. And if you guys even know, I actually do IT for a living and I don't do social media. And so from what I can say is that I am from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I will claim Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm actually a military brat. I've grown up over in Germany. I've been to Korea, even though they don't claim me because like I look a little too Americanized, but whatever. I got the eyes and the nose that they want. So, I guess like it's all a good, trade-off on that one. But, yeah, so I'm representing the borough, close to Nashville. Woo! So if anyone actually is out close by the borough or to Nashville, good eats, good places to go to, or just like some really awesome places to like go see, like Cheekwood, I can definitely go ahead and give you some recommendations, especially with all the Christmas lights out now. So yeah, that's one of those things. If that's part of the 20 questions that you want to go ahead and say. And Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I got my people over in the borough representing. So, all right, let's go ahead and kick off with some of this stuff because like I said, I'm kind of a noob on this. So, but here's the thing. Don't ask me anything that you won't ask your mother. So let's just go ahead and keep it like that. So if there's a question that you want to go and ask, but you're just not really quite sure if it's going to be slightly borderline, on the risque part, don't ask. So let's just start off with, and let's just go and please stick it with the whole paranormal thing because, I just don't want to get off too far from the whole rabbit hole. Were you confused when you figured out you're a medium? Completely. I was completely confused. I thought it was crazy. I mean, like, technically, like, I'm still a little crazy, but it was one of those things where you really want to question your own sanity type thing. You start to, there's different types of mediums. And I'm the type of person where I honestly, if for some reason I pick up on energies, and for another thing, a person's past experience or emotions, I can pick it up really, really well. If they talk about something and my bangs are really kind of like acting all crazy, I didn't get to curl it. Anyways, but and I'm completely ADD, so my attention span is like a goldfish. So you guys are just gonna have to like kind of keep up with me. You know, I swear I will go ahead and get back over to my topic. But anyways, but yeah, so I was completely put off by this whole medium thing, because I just felt like that sometimes you just have to say something, you see someone, you have like a certain type of feeling, someone would express something, and it literally felt like that you actually had something deep down inside. Yeah, like it was almost like it was kind of invasive, and it almost kind of became very, very confusing, especially in the dating life. You know, you really don't know like what your feelings are compared to the other person until you kind of like get away from the other person. So being a medium, also, like, you know, a huge empath is like really kind of one of those things where you have to learn how to, like, you know, balance it out. So I'm still learning, but anyways, ba, 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 ba. Oh, my favorite band? Oh gosh. Ooh, I really don't have one. It's like I don't have a favorite color. Anyone who asks me, I tell them that my favorite color is clear. Let's see. First started picking up on the paranormal. That's kind of a tough question, because ever since I was like in Germany, I would have to say that my memory started to develop when I was young, and I mean way before like 5 years old. So I would have to say that it kind of started back then. It really didn't start to kick into gear until, I would have to say, I was about like, I moved to the States because I lived in Germany, and I was visiting my aunt and my great uncle in their house, and I was just kind of picking up certain types of feelings inside of the house, and like in pictures. It was like a painted picture, but the whole thing was that it really started to kick into gear probably whenever I was about like 8 or 10. It kind of like has to do a whole give or take, because like I said, at like at that point I was still questioning myself. What have I been listening to this week? Let's see. What are we talking about? Like music, or are we talking about like audiobooks? Because I don't do audiobooks. Don't have the attention span. So, oh, are you talking about my experience this week with, as in for picking up things? Rachel, by the way, shout out. Love you. Music. It's a whole wide range of music. I would have to say right now, one of my top fives is Mad at Disney. You know, just like probably my inner Maleficent or inner Ursula. You know, it's got an upbeat to it. What has been your biggest, strongest empath or medium moment? Bradley, good question. I would have to say strongest empath moment was, or medium moment was totally unintentional. I was with one of my girlfriends, and you know, we were doing our whole like little angst, grungy, you know, emo goth thing. She was trying to like play her guitar over at like this bridgy thing, and I was just like hanging out. It was like totally at night, and next thing you know, she had lit up a couple candles. She was actually Wiccan, and not anymore that I think of. But anyways, at the time, you know, if you guys don't believe this, that's fine. To each his own. But what I'm saying is what I experienced. And she basically was just trying to tune along, and she was trying to write music, and then all of a sudden I just had this surge of a feeling, and it basically, I felt like that it was a woman, and it was like, I don't know if anyone's ever felt this type of experience, but it was a huge, it was very scary for me. Even to this very day, I still have flashes of what her face looks like. And it was almost kind of like it was cold, and it was grayish blue, but her eyes were insane, and she was laughing in a way. And she came from a bridge. She was wearing a white nightgown. I don't know what it is about like all these other previous spirits. I don't know if they all died in all their nightgowns, but for some reason, you know, that seems to be like the story that we all base things off of. But anyways, like she was wearing like a white nightgown, and the whole thing was just that she had almost came flying, rushing towards me, and it was, I could feel the whole hysterical laughter. And it shook me to my core. And anyone who knows me knows that, like, I mean, I don't really back down on any type of threats, but this, on the other hand, I had to go. And I was freaking out, like, internally. So I would have to say that was the strongest empath, medium type feeling. And then, of course, I found out that there was a woman, I don't know how long ago, who actually committed suicide to a bridge that was nearby, that I had no idea that was even the location. And it had to deal with like depression or something. Anyways, but you know, that was my strongest you know, moment. But and then of course, since I can't narrow down the band, yes, Rachel, I can't. There's like the Distillers, there's Tool, you know, I even like Nicki Minaj. Don't hate. But when are you going to Adams? You need to help me find Powell's burial site. Oh, Jess, I love you. We definitely do. And Jess, we need to have you come out and do some things. Chanel, right? Hotel. Okay. So, what location would I like to investigate? All right. I may be asking for some punishment on this one, but definitely the Bell Witch. In fact, I actually want to camp out there, and I'm a glutton for punishment. So, you know, who knows? Have you ever moved over to the second question? Which second question was that one, Ace? You're going to have to recap me on that one. Oh, thank you. Thank you for asking me that one, Brad. That was actually a really terrifying experience, considering the fact that she actually kind of got attached to me, and I couldn't take a shower without seeing her face for years. I had to go see a gypsy. No lie. Number 6. I keep counted. Thank you. Never mind. LOL. I had a freeze. Girl, I don't know if y'all want me to out there. Things follow me around. Jess, things follow me around too. So we both know, we've known each other for like 20 years. And and you know I got you, and you got me, and the women that I'm with for Elite Vixen Paranormal, I'm gonna have to say props up, because they're so considerate, and they make sure that we are super grounded and we don't do anything disrespectful. For those who have any actual questions of, I guess curiosity, because there are some skepticals out there, and they're, and they kind of want to make sense about certain things. But, all I could say is that ask away, because the only thing that you could really, fault in is just not asking. Have you or will you ever approach a stranger if you feel like a spirit is trying to channel? Okay, so Thomas, here's the thing. I've actually walked up to multiple people before, and I've told them that they were in the wrong place. And, of course, I was going out. I was at the bar. And this guy, for some reason, I just channeled right into him. And I looked at him and I said, "You don't need to be here. Go home." And he looked at me with the most serious look in his face. And he put down his drink and he says, "You're right." And he walked out and he left. There was something about him that I just felt like I had to tell him that he needed to go. And I don't know what his whole story background was, but all I knew was that he needed to hear it, like, as almost kind of like a refresher in a way. And I feel like, maybe one day, who knows, hopefully if he's still around, he could at least like tell me if it worked out for him or not, because sometimes you don't want to kind of like you don't want to go over that. You don't want to cross any boundaries or anything like that. You don't want to tell anyone something when you really don't know what the whole situation is. But I felt deep down inside of my whole heart and my whole core was that I needed to tell him that. And then, let's see. Overs of the Bill Witch. Okay, Brad, we're definitely going to have to talk about that. But this is going to be like probably one of those things that I feel is going to be a very tense situation, only for the simple fact that it's not exactly where I guess some people like to mock, and I know that I'm not saying that about you, but it's just it's gonna be like a serious crew, for real. And then let's see, what else are we gonna talk about? Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for being patient about the whole technical difficulties. Like I said, in my first my whole first Facebook live, so it's just one of those situations where I don't really social media very much. I don't really do a lot of selfies, but so I'm kind of like a learning in progress. So thank you guys so much for being my guinea pigs with me. Oh, favorite Perfect Circle song. Counting bodies like sheep to the rhythm of the war drum. Favorite thing about each Vixen, and yes, we all have to answer. I feel like this is a setup, Sam. Is this a setup? Because now I'm gonna have to actually name off of everyone. Out of my head now. Aww. Chanel. We both asked the same thing. Okay, all right. I'm on the spot. Favorite thing about each Vixen. Okay. Share a brain. Okay, so I love Chanel because honestly, I feel like that she's kind of like me, but a little bit more put together. She's a lot more grounded. She's not as, how do I say this, like as spastic as like I am, but You know, she's kind of OCD, a little bit of control freak in a way of making sure that, you know, like, you can't say that you need help, because, like, we got this. She's a strong female, and I love this about her. And she's like, she's always so up for, if you got a problem, she's there. Like, hands down, I love Chanel for that one. And she's like, she's my go-to girl. Sam, God, I love Sam, because Sam's like one of those people and one of those women that I love, because she's so easy to talk to. She's so easy. Like, it's almost as if, I mean, I could honestly hug Sam. She may not want, like, people-y on her right now, but I could totally, like, hug her and just, like, and probably, like, share a bowl of popcorn and just have so many girl talks with her. And she's just, like, she's real with my emotions. I love Sam because, like, she also took me in. She posted something out there. Yeah, totally. Yeah, Chanel, I love you. You're totally a control freak, just like me, but I got you. But Sam, like, she totally, like, took me in. She posted something out there on social media about, like, needing, you know, like, is there any other females out there? Paranormal. And I was like, I'm in. You know, I messaged her right away. I was like, I have no experience, but I tell you what, I want to learn. And she told me, well, this is our next event. Come on over. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. And we all just really kind of, like, gelled, which is kind of, like, crazy, because I don't do that with a lot of females, but considering the fact that these are, like, alternative, like, hip rocker type females, they're all strong in their own ways, I was just like, man, we're all cool. And I'm going to be totally, like full head on that one. I'm so conceited. We are all cool. Raina, she has, like, the most amazing vibe about her. She's just got, like, this eccentric, you know, she's artistic. You know, she makes you just kind of want to engulf yourself as for a person, as for, like, a, you know, embracing yourself as for creativity. That's what I get about Raina. Yeah, we are cool and awesome. And let's see. So Jessica, she makes me want to be, like, a housewife. Like, legit. I want to learn how to make bread. You know, and, like, and I'm too lazy for that one. Like, I want to make homemade spaghetti, like, you know, like the noodles and stuff like that. But I am so lazy. But you know, Jessica, like, she makes all that stuff. And I mean, let me tell you, totally unbiased opinions, 100%. But yeah, like, so Jess, she makes, like, homemade bread. I want to make homemade bread, but I'm too lazy. So I commend her on that one. She's a great mom. She's a great, like, you know, wife. She's, like, a great cook, of course, from what I understand. Like, I'm not going to tell her that I may or may not want homemade chocolate chip cookies. But, in this case, we are going to go to, let's see, I did. Okay, yeah, I got to count because I'm not that kind of Asian, so I have to count. Okay, so I have Chanel, Raina, Jess, Sam. I need help here, ladies. I know I'm missing at least 4. Or is my phone lagging? Kayla! Oh, Kayla. You know what? She's actually... Gus. Okay. So Kayla, real quick. Kayla, real quick. She's, I'm just starting to get to know her. I feel like that she's a little bit more kind of on the reserve side with me, and probably unintentional. But she seems like she's actually really nice, and I do like Kayla. I just feel like that there's certain things that probably, you know, that she's just, you know, she's really nice. I don't know what to say this. It sounds like it's so cliche whenever you talk about someone. But but yeah, like Kayla's been kind of like a go-getter as well. You know, she's quiet, which I'm really weirded about because I'm super obnoxious and super opinionated, but she seems like she's more of the calculative type. So, oh, okay, gotcha. Kay is reserved and introverted. Okay, all right. So I wasn't the only one. So that's why I was kind of picking that one up. But yeah, like she seems like she's super sweet. But you know, in a way, like a strategy wise, I think I'd want her on my team. Gus, on the other hand, she was born into the whole paranormal life. She basically, I would have to say, is that she could live for this. This girl could honestly probably like live in a haunted house and just be like, all right, cool. You just had your like your little tidbit. Fine. You know, let me know when you got, you know, like whenever you're calmed down. So that's Gus is like probably got bigger female, you know, than I mean, like I'm a big old baby. Like you know, especially like with a lot of the women in this field, like I am a big old baby. Like we have this like little bear called what was it? It was a Boo Bear. Yeah, that thing is creepy. And it like it picks up and it will actually emit like other people's voices. You know, like it'll just basically say like, "Come play with me. Sing me your favorite song." And I'm just like, "No, not having it." It will literally pick up certain types of energy and it will actually relay. Have you ever experienced any takeovers being in a medium? Um, Honestly, not necessarily. I would have to say that I've had some really horrible experiences whenever I was sleeping, and I was kind of caught in the between. A lot of people don't know about, or they're kind of like familiar with this one, but they don't really know about the verbiage about this. So, in this way, um, the sleep paralysis. I don't, a lot of the other situation is just like you can travel with there is such a thing as for traveling while you're sleeping. But yeah, felt I felt things grab me by my ankle and slightly tug it, or grab me by my hair and slightly tug my hair. I've heard whispers, and this is literally supposed to be while I'm supposed to be sleeping, which is also why nighttime is really kind of scary for me, and that's why I have a nightlight. You guys, don't make fun, but it's okay, just like a little fun, you know, don't be mean. But yeah, I sleep with like a slight nightlight, so only for the simple fact that I feel like that spirits are a little bit more charged whenever your mind tends to kind of take over, and you can't make sense of the shadows and the darkness, and you know, what you put out, energy you receive. So let's see, Boo Buddy on every investigation, because that's what I'm hearing. Hello. Oh yeah, you know what, see, Chanel, this is when I'm gonna really feel like Boo Buddy and I are gonna be friends. This is like a personal goal for me, okay? I'm going to be scared, but Boo Buddy, I mean, it is the rattiest looking teddy bear ever. And I mean, it is like, you know, besides the, was it Buddy Raxton teddy bear type deal without without the lips moving, but the whole sound where it talks to you, yeah. It's like I'm really going to have to be friends with with Boo Buddy, because, or Boo Bear, because I'm gonna have to overcome my I'm gonna have to overcome my yeah, like whatever the adult word is that we're gonna say that we're not gonna say on live. So Yeah. An angel is watching. Got people dropping off. Probably playing Fortnite. And I don't have a favorite holiday. Yeah, I don't have a favorite holiday. I guess anything that has with food. Is that fair? And we're talking and we're going, and this is life. I don't sing for a reason, people. Okay, perfect. And do I play any video games? Okay, so first on the video game thing, I play mobile video games like Darkness Rises, Last Empire, War Z. I like the strategic games. I am a Candy Crush Jelly Saga person. I'm like on level 1,300 and something. I can't beat anyone else, so I'm beating myself. Anyways, so yeah, I also do some Scrabble, crossword puzzles. Let's see. Who would I love to work in the paranormal field? I'm gonna be honest, since I'm a baby, I don't have anyone, but if I did, they'd have to be cute. Just saying, because I'm single. I know that sounded totally vain, but you know what? I kind of figured that, hey, why not? I'm a Sagittarius. I actually like to go see art, and I'm into people who like to go to the gym and who love to cook. And let's see. Oh, who's family oriented? Yeah. I mean, like I said, if I had to get stuck over in a paranormal, situation that I would love to work with, it'd have to be someone who's really hot. Just saying. All right, so go ahead and knock out two birds with one stone. Let's see. What do you like to do outside of the paranormal field? Okay, so I have a thing where I like to do whimsical interior design. I also like to I'm obsessed with making my own fashion trends, for myself. A lot of people, they pick their own fashion, but I like to kind of like break the mold a little bit, and I like to pick out certain types of clothes and certain types of things for myself. I like to personalize things, and I like makeup. I like to dance. So I like, like hip hop. I can't line dance. For some reason that the whole counting thing, like I said, not that type of Asian, never really kind of like got with me. So, but let's see. I like to fix things, not people, but things. I like to organize whenever it's not my stuff because I'm too lazy. I like to cook. I actually really like to cook, but I can't make my own bread. So, yeah. Yeah, homemade cookies. I might put some like vanilla, like pudding packet and the whole cookie stuff. If you guys don't know any about that, now you do. Try it. You're welcome. Okay. Dwayne. Hi, Dwayne. Yeah, I know. This is why I don't sing for a living. You're gonna need to teach me to dance before I get married. I only got 40-year-old dad. Oh, I love that. Can you whisper like 40-year-old dad puns in my ears and dad jokes? Because I love those too. But yeah. My spirit animal, a lot of people would have to say my spirit animal is probably a panda. Hello. Yeah, so a panda, I would have to say, a lot of people say is my spirit animal. I like to eat, snack, I like to take naps, and I throw fits every once in a while, and I like to play, but you don't know that I'm kind of like being serious. So, of course, I have dreams where I've had a black wolf sitting outside a house, like protecting me. I've had dreams where I was running with a pack. So I would like to say a wolf, but I'm not too sure. But angry panda is probably most likely it. And we got 11 people. All right. If you could go anywhere, where would you go and why? It doesn't have to be paranormal related. Thank goodness, because I would have to say that, okay, here's the thing. I hate the cold, but I want to go see the Northern Lights. I really, really want to go see the Northern Lights. That's actually on my bucket list. I have made it a point in my life that, so a New Year's resolution, that every single year I'm going to knock off something for my bucket list. And I think one of the Northern Lights is going to be it. And Fireball, Jackfire. Jackfire all the way. Jackfire all the way. I am not even going to go ahead and argue that. Fireball is basically like syrup that you put on your pancakes. Oh, you guys went like 2 years ago, Joseph? Oh, that's awesome. What, I had like, 4 people drop off. I'm not like showing enough cleavage or what? All right, like seriously though. What else are we going to talk about? Because, like I said, this is like my first time. I don't even know when to stop, so. Yeah, well. Yeah, I know that people literally have so many things to do. So, I mean, it's only like a 10:17 at night. Most of the people are probably like logging in or like Central Standard Time, so they may have needed to like check their other messengers or their IG DMs. But this is a kind of a fascinating part where a lot of people don't know about me, so they're kind of like getting to know me in a way right now. Being that you are in the borough, have you ever went to the Battle of Franklin? No, I have not. I have not, and I've actually used to run over in the was like the battlefield in Murfreesboro. It wasn't exactly voluntary, it was in JROTC, so I was a pickle. And I can't run, but I had to do that. So, and it always kind of creeped me out, especially during foggy times. Not a fan. We at 15. Yeah, 15 questions. All right, guys. So we got 5 more questions. Yes, thank you so much, Chanel. That's the Stones River Battlefield. I've only ran there I don't know how many times, and still every single time I just... So, do I still work out? I will get back into a routine soon. So, yeah, I am currently working out my my meal plans. If that answers the question, Jessup. Let's see. Stones are very creepy, super creepy. Yeah, that's like one of the parts of the roads where I've had some activities. You know, that's just ugh. Funniest moment on the team so far. You know what? I think I'm going to wait to answer that one because I think I'm waiting for an epically funny moment for the team, because we've had some funny moments, but all of it's just honestly kind of like a blur, that where I'm just kind of like, gosh, I'm pretty sure that I snorted laughing, and I do snort when I laugh. I snorted laugh quite a couple of times. But yeah. Oh, hi, Casey. Hi, Father Casey. When are we gonna go out, like, and do some exorcism and like and demonology thingies? Because like I'm gonna go ahead and collect my books. Brad, you know not to ask that. I'm not even gonna like consider that as a question. Manual or auto? You know, auto in traffic, but manual, 99.9%. How do you like being part of an all-girl paranormal team? I love it. I really do. I love it. I honestly didn't realize that this was kind of a thing, but real talk, women in the paranormal industry tend to be kind of oppressed in a way, and it's like it's we kind of honestly, it's kind of like the same experience as whenever I'm in IT. I have men who don't want to talk to me. I have men who think that just because I don't talk in textbook terms that I'm not intelligent. They think that I'm a booth babe, or they think that I'm just doing something because like it's just trendy or something like that. And I get overlooked. I get degraded in a way, like just like in the looks and the whole oh honeys. But I found out that recently women honestly get oppressed as for that in the same way. And I love being in an all-female team because it's just that we can all be women and we don't have to worry one bit about, oh, she's on her period, you know, type deal. I mean, like, we do say that about each other, but like that's not the whole point. It's just, it's the whole thing that I don't feel like that we're not taken not seriously, if that makes any sense. I know that was like a whole double negative, and I'm not really good at grammar, so you guys have to give me props on that one, okay? But yeah, like it's I feel like that a lot of situations where people think that we're being dramatic, and I'm saying people, I'm not trying to segregate it on like sex type situations, and but yeah, I love it. I can't pick any other type of team whatsoever, only for the simple fact that like I think they've been through so much and they get it, and it makes it so much easier for me. Okay, so funniest moment. How do I like? Very smart. American muscle or foreign? Ooh. Are we talking about cars? Because this is not even part of the whole paranormal question. Because if we're talking about muscle cars, I am definitely going to have to say that, like, deep down inside, I love a Chevy Nova. So, foreign cars, I mean, like, for now, updated, definitely an Audi. Let's see. What influences you most now in the fields of the paranormal? And yes, anytime. Yeah, we can do some exorcism. Okay, see. So, and yes, Joseph, woman power. And then, of course, so what influences me the most in the field of the paranormal? I would have to say that unresolved issues. I pick up on that, and it hurts. Being part of a medium or an empath is just that you don't mean to, but you pick up their feelings, their heart, their aches, their regrets. It's not as heavy, but that's what I would like to do in the paranormal field. I would like to help them kind of move on in a way, or at least understand the whole background story, so I can at least understand what the next step is, because I'm a problem solver. But that's what I would like to do in the paranormal field. I would like to help those kind of like move on, because I believe that we all hold on to a lot of regrets and grudges, even as like for our living state. And when we don't resolve that before we take our last breath, it kind of anchors us here. Okay, so I have to get you on my show. I have Chanel on this Sunday. Perfect, David. I would love to do that. Can I double click on that one? Okay, perfect. Yeah. I'm learning stuff on here, people. Yeah, David, I would definitely love to go ahead and be on the show. So we can pretty much rock and roll on that one. Do I sound old whenever I say rock and roll? Because I'm just going to wing it. All right, so Waffle House. Oh my gosh. Samantha. Waffle House. That boy was not even ready. That was even like my first, my southern accent really kicked in. So that was my first experience. This kid, I have no idea, but he was definitely not sober. And this was like probably the first impression that the girls had even got from me. But let's just say that after the second time that he was quote unquote playing, I did not give him the whole quote unquote that was funny tone. So he had to kind of knuckle up real quick. And by the time that I paid, he apologized. But, it's just like one of those things. It's like a long night, all that type of stuff. We were hungry. We were tired. He probably was there for like a long time. So, yeah, Waffle House is crazy. But yeah, the girls got like a really good kind of like sneak peek about me. Let's see. So was that even funnier, or was it just that? Oh, that was kind of both. The whole Waffle House experience was like both. What is the one thing that will shock people about you? Oh, there's plenty. There is so plenty. Like, I'm kind of like Pandora's box. You cannot just kind of like, if there was like a Russian roulette, you just don't know. My whole motto is just that expect the unexpected. That's all I can say. I have the worst luck. I have no balance. But expect the unexpected. Let's see. Hello. I need to get the eats of the Vixens. Oh God, that Waffle House. I need to get the rest of the Vixens on my show. Okay, yeah, because I was just trying to figure out what that was saying, David. Let's see. So elite on one of the most well-rounded teams on the different areas of the cover. Oh, thank you, David. I'm gonna love that. Hold on, I'm gonna heart that. There we go. That server was a hot mess. Let's see. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend that Waffle House. 10 out of 10. Do not rock. No. I almost yelled at him over chocolate chip waffles. Twice. Second time he messed up. He thought it was going to be cute to go ahead and say that it was going to be the wrong order again. Not happy. So, okay, I'm at 20. Yay. Okay. So, thank you guys for hanging out. I see my 9 viewers. I know I had to do like that really cheesy pose because I have no idea what else to do. So, but in this case, please follow us. Favorite snack? I mean, I like to eat, so that's like a lot. Okay. All right, we're going to do one more question. Please make it count. We're just going to do one more question. But other than that, I need you guys to go ahead and please follow us over at Elite Vixen Paranormal. You know, your girl is all in that now. I'll get some dates for you and send them over on the interview. I would love that, David, because I feel like that this is going to be one of those most amazing things. It's like, shh, we're at 19. Okay, make it count. But yeah, so follow us at Elite Vixen Paranormal. We have lots of great events. We do like to go ahead and take in adults, you know, be classy. You know, for, we did this one event over in October. It was amazing. And it was also kind of spooky. We had like a very ornery spirit that did not like Samantha. But yeah, it was actually worth going and seeing some things kind of like trigger off. Creepy moment with a creepy moment with paranormal, a child. I'm gonna have to say that I don't think I've actually have one, and that would probably be another reason why I don't have kids. I've seen those movies. So, but all right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up as for 20 because considering the fact that was our last paranormal question. But if anything else, you guys go ahead and please reach out. I know that we're going to have some future events. Please, please, please. This is really kind of one of those things that you must experience, especially if you're just curious, if it's like a scientific side, if it's more of a spiritual side, or if it's just like, you know, you just really don't have an idea, but you're just like, whatever, you just want to call it for what it is, like in your mind. But come out, you guys, like we definitely have a lot of things planned, you know, a lot of great events. And you know, how do I say this, buy our gear, you know, buy our gear, get it like an Elite Vixen Paranormal shirt. We've got like some man stuff. Okay. But thank you. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for, you know, hanging out, and I appreciate every single one of you guys, even though I'm being distracted and I'm like reading this. Okay. All right. Bye. Love you.